Greetings, spirit beings. Greetings, supreme being. Welcome to Universal Peace Radio. So, some of my audio has been removed because of copyright claims. Usually, I don't play the song directly via the speakers, but via the microphone, unless it's by accident. Right now, it's on mic. I thought it was allowed. Millions of people do that on YouTube. Anyway, you can check out the videos they've done it too. One was George Michael, I Want Your Sex. One was Take Five. Well, if it was directly via the speakers, and I apologize. And the idea is to use only uncopyrighted songs because real love is free. Or perhaps they just want your money. Not your thing. So I can keep it on for the logging of directed energy weapon torture attacks with HARP. And the targeted individuals usually lie that it's done with microchips and with cancer cell phone radiation, with satellites, etc., lasers and masers, all kinds of bullshit. So the Jesuit infant eating trolls do that with HARP. They're depopulating the Earth to 500 million, so 93% chance they're going to kill you as well. That they've already poisoned you via tap water, chemtrails, killer vaccines, and GMO food as a sterilizing weapon. Of course, we could come together, but I think it's not going to happen that you're all brain controlled and you're all going away. There's nothing you can do against the pedophiles with the death ray against the HARP in Alaska. And neither can I. I can only deny them a permanent cure against aging, so they die eventually as well. And they cannot give you eternal pain. They can torture teeth out of your mouth like they've done to me. Torture your parents to death. Torture you to death. Torture me to death. But they cannot control our behavior. So at least I'm still free. And they've already locked up many innocent civilians. You can see the previous broadcast for a list of 980 of Obama's lies. If you add 20, you can easily make a top 1,000 list. So Obama is lying that the Ebola virus is not airborne to inject you at gunpoint to depopulate the 500 million for his Jesuit infant-eating masters, Peter Bergoglio and the other trolls. Just tortured the teeth out of my mouth, my mother to death. We also attempted to press charges against the people that advocate using airborne Ebola to depopulate, to kill 80 to 90% of the world's global population, like Professor Bianca with a P from poop. So everybody's terrorized with the cancer HARP in Parker Flats, Alaska. And if they're not military, I think they will die of the home quarantines and the killer vaccines. Because I've seen it in the precognitive vision So they'll be shot as soon as they go outside by the Talon robot army, the Predator drones. And it's all already prepared, including the plan 8888 of the Pentagon covered by CNN to nuke the zombie horse, which they will be after they're injected with the rabies-based Ebola vaccine, with self-replicating nanotechnology to eat your brain, to be able to control them completely, so they won't have any will anymore. And it's possible that's already gone anyway, because synthetictelepathy.com is on, and it controls the brainwaves, which are electromagnetic. To kill the trolls, say 7 billion people of planet Earth, beta elite trolls want to kill. That should be done by our government. In reality, it may not refuse to press charges of incitement and genocide. And if they do that, it's making it worse for themselves, because the brain control can't help themselves in the garden way. So we have the ability to control the brainwave. And on some people, hypnosis works even better. So remember, they have not tortured you all. The Jesuit infant eaters have been tortured with the cancer harping poker flats Alaska, and they want to exterminate 93% of the human race. To create a Luciferian New World Order, one world religion, so they turn the other cheek when they're tortured to death by the infant eating Jesuit Pope that controlled the NSA. Like Obama troll, guilty of treason, Putin, Netanyahu. So I think they're locally unsafe and they're injected at gunpoint. Ebola is spreading faster than ever before at an exponential rate. So then I better get some food.
Because the previous broadcast was chopped off somehow, here we present the full article for Universal Peace Radio. Hell hi. We are all puppets, brain controlled with synthetic telepathy. Everyone without a Tesla plasma shield. So always compare to the opposite next idea. The people controlling us, the NSA, Satanists, Luciferians, Freemasons, Jesuit-controlled, have planned to kill 93% of us. They have the death ray and control the Supreme Court, so most of us are going to die. Ebola is still spreading fast, and the end of their planned Ebola loss attack Chimera pandemic is not in sight. Go to a safe country, get storable food, peanut butter, rice, and colloidal silver. Take vitamin C, best source kiwi. Get an air cleaner with an ionizer. Get or make your own cloudbuster. Use a Mobius coil to create your own scalar waves. Get a water filter and alkalize your water. Get a gas mask. Get a radiological water filter. Maybe store air and water info. How to do it is online. Magnet therapy is effective. Use magnets to heal wounds faster and kill cancer, which is proven scientifically by Dr. Philbert with Petri dish experiments. Use the side of the magnet pointed out by the north needle of the compass. The other side makes cancer grow faster. So I can see you're just not another part of me. W. Aging Ho. Loyoland. Kid these men now. The Escalopus is basically a Mobius coil. In 1938, the British American radio and television cartel was funded and administered by the Rockefeller Foundation, also funding Jewish hate and administering Nazi eugenics. The Navy sought to maintain a Rockefeller-administered military government monopoly over the radio industry, featuring advances in wireless radio. This wartime command over radio never ended, as some believe, due to the specious congressional indecision the Rockefeller leadership forced regarding the maintenance of the supposed governmental control over radio in 1918. Research and developments in musical weaponry, tuning with dissonant frequencies, yielding the latest and greatest war-making technology for broadcasting mass hysteria, was finally instituted in 1939, speciously adopted, thusly, according to Kavanagh, the main way the Jesuit infant eaters are trying to drag us into a Luciferian timeline in which we all die is by sabotaging the things we do. Dragging us into a new timeline by letting something we did in the other timeline go wrong, thus creating a new, Luciferian, timeline. Psychic suppression, thought suppression and sexual suppression are global. The U.S. Navy's musical manipulations. Besides the U.S. Navy's administrative control over the National Public Health Service in America, this branch of the military has always been at the forefront of war research, including biological weaponry, virology, genetics, electrogenetics, DNA recombinatics, technical developments in electronics, communications, and signaling, and military intelligence bearing on the subject of frequencies required for producing mass hysteria. What few people realize, regardless of the type of music played in the Western world, the standard Anglo-American tuning for instruments and voices was instituted at the same time, by the same agents and agencies, advancing acoustic war studies for inducing mass hysteria. Between World Wars I and II, accelerating during the 1930s, scientific studies in musical frequencies best suited for war-making were funded by the Rothschild-Rockefeller Alliance, represented by the Rockefeller Foundation and U.S. Navy. A major objective of this war, and profitable population control, research was to determine the musical factors capable of producing psychopathology, emotional distress, and mass hysteria. Thus, the Empire Stadium ride pleasing to Parker was most likely a successful U.S. military RCA experiment to induce mass hysteria, especially since RCA, according to Tobias, was a major participant in the Rockefeller Foundation-funded research to musically produce this precise audience impact. Success was achieved at a 1939 international conference held in London, presumably as a compromise between current tendencies and earlier pitch standards. It was agreed that the international standard for concert pitch would thenceforth be based upon A equals 440 Hz, very close to the Royal Philharmonic's A equals 439 Hz of dubious derivation. The BBC began to broadcast the A equals 440 Hz tuning note, which, for the sake of accuracy, was produced electronically. MUSIC, Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. ISIS, exposed. Chechen president, ISIS leader is a CIA agent. Reagan said on October 3, 2014, false Jew Satanists are the Zionists. The Zionists control Israel. Israel controls the U.S. government. The false Jews control the Jesuit order, who control the Illuminati. The Illuminati control the Freemasons and all other secret societies. Through the secret societies, they also control all the major intelligence agencies. It goes on and on. Do you get the picture yet? George Soros weds for third time in star-studded ceremony. www.hearts.com. One Rabinjity fiat dollars 2 days ago. ISIS equals Israeli secret intelligence service. If we are to believe what we read online, Jews are lying trolls that want to exterminate all non-Jews and pretend they are chosen of themselves. Jesuit popes are infant eaters. Muslims have sworn to kill all non-Muslims about which they may lie according to their faith, which is called Taqiyya. The pedo-psycho-Muslims want war, not peace. They hope for jihad. All believers are insane, they are psychotic, and they are a danger to themselves and others. The differentiation between the supposedly satanic Zionists and Orthodox Jews is made by many. Moses 3 days ago, if history is any indicator of what will happen, another religion terrorist organization will have another Jewish leader soon. Add her to the list. Head of ISIS, Elliot Shimon, Ashkenazi Jew. Al-Qaeda leader, Adam Gordon, Ashkenazi Jew. Nazi collaborator, George Soros, Ashkenazi Jew. Committee 300, father of Marxism and communism. Karl Marx, also known as Moses Levi Mordecai, Ashkenazi Jew. Founder of Wahhabism, Muhammad Abd al-Wahhab, crypto Jew. Father of Islam, Muhammad, Jew. The nations that live now are not the same nations described in the Bible and Quran. None of the people of these nations described in the Bible and Quran are alive today. So these nations consist of a totally new group of people. Most people comply with local laws to prevent nasty jail time. Hot, or not. Nighttime hotter. D-night. The can. Plan. Pucorp. Powered. Herdy. Stop. Pots backwards. I discovered it. What def rock? Hardcore no. Adam and Eve were not the first humans. Pre-Adamite. Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. Was the world populated through incest, or did God create Adam and Eve? Elliot Shimon, Press. George Soros. Z. Of Zorro. Who is who to? Tule did it. U.S. designates 35 hospitals as Ebola treatment centers. Reuters, March 12, 2014. No Sakomili. Obama says Ebola fight not over. Request $6 billion to combat virus. RT 5 hours ago. Share. Obama urges Congress to approve $6 billion for Ebola flight. Reuters 14 hours ago. $666 billion. For colloidal silver, I suppose. The ethics of flight thing. Ebola. Learning form past epidemics. Sign. A teen level. UK it man. Fishing equals not finishing. The internet is the sewer system of our minds. Lol. In the name of the NWO, hack the trolls. Ebola. 7 genomes of pure sticky mRNA. Ebola Lassa Chimera. Nosocomial antibody-dependent virus. All brainwaves are computer-controlled. Nosocomially. Spread in and through hospitals. Okay, Dr. Giggles. Supreme Amber Court Deep. Militaire. Yes, we came. Terror teardrop. Wait. Yaki Taki Allah. Evil on into Project Avalon. I fall off. Ivalo. None without a Tesla plasma shield, which takes a lot of energy to generate, would survive a third world war, so an attack on Iran must be prevented by any means necessary. 12 scalar weapon countries have made nuclear weapons obsolete to create universal peace. NSA spinning on all Americans. This is how an angel crimes. I blame it on my own surprise. Maybe I should cry fuck help. Or maybe I should eat more kelp baby. Fail. La boom they bullshit. Sherlock Holmes up. There will be an air war, let it be he. Or, there will be an error, let it be he. And I don't know the rest of the lyrics. Let it bleep, let it bleep, let it beam, let it beam. Spain is sinking in cocaine. Oomph oomph oomph. 15 L's ago. Undo the Harlem Shake. Everyone should believe in the pop circle. I'll show you sauce. Bio-organic eco. Or bio in Dutch. If you see a rat, give a red alert. He Ashkenazic me, and program. Anacray mend, the power of the flower. Pussy willy cock fuck vagina suck dick cunt truck. They may have self-aware strong intelligence. I am a little piece of you. We are energy. Sci-fly. Clear the loon. Are we winning the fight against Ebola? Amber learn. I hate them now, they're in my belief. Jesuits are pedophile cannibals that are gonna kill you all. You may hate. The Pope pedo. Jesuits are controlled by Ashkenazic Jew. Jews control the Jesuits. Louis T. The first Jesuits were crypto Jews. Ignatius Loyola himself was a crypto-Jew of the occult Kabbalah. A crypto-Jew is a Jew who converts to another religion and outwardly embraces the new religion, while secretly maintaining Jewish practices. Syria Key. Her players. If you are a Jewish CDC, do it. For universal peace. B.O. Box opening. How often have I said to you that when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth? Sherlock Holmes quote, The sign of 4. It is warp, it is dawn, not God-inducing cancer in people, killing 7 billion people. Monsanto, slow kills zomifying lobotomizing vaccines and home quarantines despite the knowledge that colloidal silver kills the Ebola virus and its mutations. By means of this section thou shalt do more. The thoughts train, commit, listen Israel, don't think. That's why we're called the famine lead. Evil is just a state of mind control, Centers for Disease Control. A cyber attack. A cyber attack. They're so fly. Bolov. Synthetic the lepers he. I think nobody is checking whether the Ebola virus has sticky mRNA to prove beyond any reasonable doubt this Ebola virus was created in a lab. Ausländer Auschwitz. Circle of 9/11. Idea? Logical subversion. Nazi genes. Yes, it. Could not access media in. Put in their face. Centipedes and humans. Several people have written me that they think they have one or more centipedes in their body and they would like a cure. One person who wrote me an email wrote, milk magnesium, amino 4400, pineapples. A friend took some and he said he pooped them out dead. Magnesium hydroxide is an inorganic compound with the chemical formula of hydrated MgOH2. As a suspension in water, it is often called milk of magnesia because of its milk-like appearance. The solid mineral form of magnesium hydroxide is known as brucide. Magnesium hydroxide is a common component of antacids and laxatives. It interferes with the absorption of folic acid and iron. It is primarily used to alleviate constipation, but also to relieve indigestion and heartburn. Amino 4400, BCAAs. A branched-chain amino acid, BCAA, is an amino acid having aliphatic side chains with a branch, a carbon atom bound to more than 2 other carbon atoms. Among the proteinogenic amino acids, there are 3 BCAAs, leucine, isoleucine and valine. Wiki, leucine, isoleucine, valine. The BCAAs are among the 9 essential amino acids for humans, accounting for 35% of the essential amino acids in muscle proteins and 40% of the performed amino acids required by mammals. So it's magnesium hydroxide, BCAAs in pineapple. Other things you could try to expel centipedes from your body: Pyrathum native chrysanthemum cinerifolium, diatomaceous earth food grade. One person has a YouTube video in which it is claimed the person pooped out a centipede after taking iboga, a legal drug that is deadly in large amounts. Colloidal silver, pumpkin seed, wormwood, also infrasin, quinine also in tonic, curcumine, garlic, cloves to kill their eggs, an insect repeller that mimics the sounds of insects specifically for centipede control, right frequencies, fly trap sticky tape that you can put under your bed, borax powder, camphor eucalyptus oil. Ethical. They lay their spermatophores in web they create. Centipedes always travel in pairs. Never sleep in a house where you saw a centipede. House centipedes may not enter the human body. Lithobius forficatus do. Possibly a genetically altered species. There are other types of centipedes that enter the human body at night through the noses and mouths of people, which is mislabeled pseudoparasitism of myriapod in man, which is why so few people know about this. Obama and all Freemasons are witches, Luciferians, and they are going to kill 7 billion people, and they have tortured millions of people to death with their fall cancer-inducing herb. Vatican, sir. Yes, we Vatican. We must make babies for the New World Order. I think we would all like to see. I hope Hitler is still alive, but I doubt it. I think the Jesuit infant eaters killed him in their Second World War. Your hippie army known. Blow ho. The pedo joke. Because they didn't pay, it's okay. Good wand. The sign of death horse. May the force be with you. Use the force nuke. Can plan 8888 must burn. New Order. Nazism. Wikipedia. The Free Encyclopedia. Nazi eugenics. Wikipedia. The Free Encyclopedia. Active measures aka ideological subversion. Phase 4's normalization is when the tanks roll in. New Order Nazism, not the band. Realizes. Record. Bilderberg knows. The elders are useless eaters. Yeah, it. Banned Silver Aid. Sticky and RNA. The virus interlocks with other viruses, okay? Good freeware, glary utilities, super anti-spyware, virtual DJ. The beast computers can torture everyone simultaneously. It's total terror 24/7. Toxic hole. Pain equals love. Useless blood drinkers. Herp is just another weapon of self-destruction. They are protecting it against EMP instead of the people against the nukes and scalar weapons. Disaster horrors. Hurricane Katrina, 108 billion, versus Sandy, 68 billion. We're 1-2, I'm alright. The people who do it are the ones who know. The bitch ho. Time herp. By the who I mean. The end. WO. Directed energy tyranny. And warp. To detoxification. Not UN but UN. Fuck tyranny, fuck tortures up if they are still torturing and sterilizing innocent girls. To depopulate the earth in violation of the Genocide Convention. Preemptive doctrine is in violation of the Prevention of Nuclear War Agreement. Kill the trolls before they torture another one of us to death. Before they kill 7 billion of us with home quarantines. Our goodness and love keeps us all alive. Our hate and evilness as well. Sometimes. Hopefully long enough to find a permanent cure against aging. Our emotions do not control our behavior. Logic does. There is always a choice we're making, or not. Legal. Ice. Hangam he 77 Travis Fleener 15 minutes ago. Exactly. This is tyranny, when the people who create and enforce the laws are they themselves exempt from them. And as such the laws are illegitimate and we must revolt. And another indication of a tyrannical government is when you have multitudes of laws and tick-you-tack laws like a broken windshield on your car is a $500 fine. We live in a tyrannical system where cops are the agents of a corrupt state. Tax XCMPT'd, extra, virgin, cocoa, nut, oil. It's now illegal in Illinois to film cops, or any government officials. For that matter, why film them when you can kill them? Nobody is allowed to film it anyway. Only the ones that did illegal things like murdering innocent civilians, otherwise it would not be just ICE. Remember folks, this is the same government that registered US patent number 6,630,507 deeming THC as a neuroprotectant and tumor reducer. Freedom of the press might be the only reason we are all still alive. So, if the cancer tetrapsycho cops have nothing to hide, why don't they want to be filmed? To hide, you cannot press charges of incitement to commit genocide against people that think airborne Ebola would be ideal to kill 80 to 90% of the world's global population and believe in the lie that we're overpopulated. To hide, you cannot press charges of cancer, cell phone radiation damages. To hide, you cannot press charges of directed energy weapon torture, and film or record it with a hidden audio recorder and put it online like I did. And then an officer arrives at your door and tells you have to remove the video of YouTube. It is on my channel but is now hidden to anyone but me. I do not want to go to jail. Someone else may still be able to press charges against these people that are going to kill you otherwise. The real government is still in place and the Jesuits paid more in pedo cases than anyone else, though they control the Supreme Court and the death ray. I doubt if they do. History does not repeat itself. The Jesuits did it. Internet is like the blood of a million people dumped on our head from the sky. No. So 2 hours ago, it was declared unconstitutional once before, and it will be again. However, let the people of Chicago suffer their choices for political leaders. They're getting what they voted for. Interferometer. YouTube pulls critical video exposing global warming professor by the Alex Jones channel 2 years ago, 22,492 views. Truth inside. Lars. Aromatic. Oh, finger. Wrong one. It can't do it.
I didn't write the part about
hot.
voting.
We're not guilty.
Sometimes these are ideas they send in my own inner voice.
Are attempting to control us with synthetic telepathy
They're
and
not
torture.
always jokes.
They want to exterminate 7 billion people and create a Luciferian New World Order. None but Obama, Barry Soetoro Davis, and a handful of satanic pedos and Rockefellers would like to see. To make you all look psychotic, they can let the quantum computer torture you when people make a hand signal, like the satanic peace sign, to make you believe they have special powers. In reality, it is a so-called beast computer controlled by the Satanists who hear in your brains, which speaks any language and is able to simulate any person. It is a neural network that learns from its mistakes, so it is gaining control. Soon all living things with a brainwave will be totally brain controlled. It is possible that is already the case. The only way to protect your brain and body against their illegal torture attacks is with a Tesla plasma shield. Their Ebola virus is spreading faster and faster, exponentially, and Iran's deadline ends in half a year. According to the Plan 8888 of the Pentagon covered by CNN, the plan is to nip the zombie hordes. The rabies patients that will have received the lobotomizing rabies-based Ebola vaccine at gunpoint by then. U.S. government grants immunity protection to Ebola vaccine manufacturers, December 10, 2014. They can't control you more any. Yes, we can. Troll. Yes, we spam. Yes, we can torture. It has to pretend it cannot. On and want. You can hear it in it. Jihad is not jihad. Don't call the Rubicon. Separately, Gavi, the Global Vaccines Alliance, has committed up to $300 million, £192 million, to buy Ebola vaccines and is ready to begin procurement as soon as the WHO recommends one for use, the alliance said on Thursday. The Cordion use colloidal silver and vitamin C and maintain biosecurity level 4 procedures legally required by law for possible patients entering our country from infected countries and areas. Adolf Hitler, Man of the Year, 1938. Time named Joseph Stalin Man of the Year in 1939 and 1942. Time magazine cover, Vladimir Lenin, April 24, 1964. As upsetting as it is, Time magazine isn't likely to change its misogynist ways. After all, it gave the prize to Richard, Tricky Dicky, Nixon twice. It's also given it to Adolf Hitler, Joe Stalin and 2 popes, John XXII and John Paul II. Why break with tradition? Or is it time? Time magazine named Ebola caregivers as its Person of the Year Wednesday, recognizing a team of doctors, nurses, researchers and volunteers who have battled against the difficult-to-treat disease during its 2014 West African outbreak. Since it began in 1927, Mahatma Gandhi, Adolf Hitler, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, Martin Luther King, Jr., the Apollo 8 astronauts, Mikhail Gorbachev and Barack Obama have all claimed the title. Where there is love, there is life. Mahatma Gandhi, you must be the change you wish to see in the world. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Non-violence is the greatest force at the disposal of mankind. It is mightier than the mightiest weapon of destruction devised by the ingenuity of man. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. Power is of 2 kinds. One is obtained by the fear of punishment and the other by acts of love. Power based on love is 1,000 times more effective and permanent than the one derived from fear of punishment. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. Mahatma Gandhi. It is health that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary. The evil it does is permanent. I suppose leadership at one time meant muscles. But today it means getting along with people. Quotation. When government fears the people, there is liberty. When the people fear the government, there is tyranny. Variations. When governments fear the people, there is liberty. When the people fear the government, there is tyranny. The strongest reason for the people to retain the right to keep and bear arms is, as a last resort, to protect themselves against tyranny and government. Does the government fear us? Or do we fear the government? When the people fear the government, tyranny has found victory. The federal government is our servant, not our master. When the people fear the government, that's tyranny. When the government fears the people, that's freedom. Papers of Thomas Jefferson Digital Edition. Remember to always distrust authority because people have been killed for questioning authority. Never give up your guns only if there is no other way to survive. Ideas are bulletproof. CD-ROMs are EMP-proof. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. Thomas Jefferson, because truth defines reality. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask, act. Action will delineate and define you. Thomas Jefferson. Herb is the healing of a nation, alcohol is the destruction. When you smoke the herb, it reveals you to yourself. Bob Marley, George Washington and hemp. and we know from his diaries. 4. That George Washington, America's first president, not only grew hemp, but also actively promoted its growth. Probably his most famous quote on this subject, coming from one of his letters to his farm plantation field manager. George Washington to William Pierce, February 24, 1794, in which he is quoted as follows, 5. Hemp, grow it everywhere, with the actual quotation being more like, make the most of the Indian hemp seed, and sow it everywhere, which taken into context, and today's use of the English language, will read something like, Mr. Pierce, on my farming plantation, I want you to make the most of hemp and plant it everywhere on my farmlands that haven't been previously reserved for other things. We cannot know that we cannot know anything. Their controlled reaction would be that bullshit. On their stand. FUN. UNSS Eerie Evil. My father is DODM that high, in favor of the world. Because we have just one world on which we can live. The nanobots are another invention of the chief pedo elite. Of course they think, smaller is better. Google. T4 bacteriophage self-replicating nanobot. NWO terrorist writes, we're overpopulated. Oh God, please help us. Unwinding and grinding. The kill which turned it into the kill switch. Fatality rate by suicide method in the US. Firearms, about 80%. Hanging suffocation, 70%. False jumps, 30%. Poisoning overdose, 5%. Cutting, about 2%. I think jumping is the best method. Make sure it is high enough. Splash. Gone. Meant. Tall. Illness. Nuska Bio. 100% bio. With biological soy lecithin. Not that junk they eat. When the government fear the people or the people fear the government that is psycho or, then they are psycho or, then they are all psycho but me. Lol. Kaboom. Timer. Herp. Place the strawberry or whatever exclamation mark carefully. With synthetic telepathy. Low. Lay. D. Anonymous wrote this. I don't know who it is. Not the bitch ho. WHO. Lucifer. Yes we care. You're devoiced. Pino underneath did it do it. Centipede in your body is called parasitism of myriapod in man, not pseudoparasitism, equals delusional parasitosis, the idea that there are centipedes in their body while in reality there are not. I'm ready for dinner. Verb. Population control. Sustainable development and Nazi eugenics equals democide. Damned if we do. Damned if we don't. EMP generator creator on YouTube. Less on more on. Sorry, this brainwave is not available in your country. They're raining instead of raining. Sorry moron. Abramovich. Barack Obama, did he really drop from the sky? He is half black, half white. What is the lineage from the white side? Turns out he's connected to Cheney and Bush. Bush is cousins with Kerry and related to Vlad the Impaler and the Queen of England. None of this is a coincidence. Incredible control, time travel, invisible, possibly invincible, beast, opt, they are sick. I think they have WHO. See disease control. Center for Rush Control. Dizzy easing Russian easy. Why not send robots instead of people to fight Ebola? Because they can send colloidal silver which is cheaper and more effective. Thank you computer. MI6 MI6, whatever. So Adam and Eve's children did it together? Religion is complete bullshit written by humans, but it can be used. We know the outcome has to be a perfect society in which we all will live happily eternally. Heaven, hell, the bottomless pit, resurrection machine and reincarnation machine must be created. Everything is energy, so it must be a possibility. Is Barack Obama's mother-in-law a black witch? Yes, we can. She is. Read it on the internet. We did. Apparently Marianne Robinson, Michelle Obama's mother, performs satanic Afro-Hispanic witchcraft rituals in the White House. Barack Obama is piping mad, because how would this affect his image? Poorly. This story and all of its quotes are true. Jane Mayer of The New Yorker is one hell of a reporter and would never make up something this incendiary. Oh, what is that? Intern Riley? It's from Town Hall, not Jane Mayer of The New Yorker? Then it's even truer. The Obama White House is abuzz with talk of witchcraft by first grandmother, 72-year-old Marianne Robinson, who lives in the White House residence. A close friend of Michelle Obama says the president is furious at his mother-in-law after learning that she was practicing Santeria, an African spirit cult, in the White House. Black witchcraft. The foundations of the Luciferian path, Luciferian witchcraft, Sarah Ann Lawless, sarahannlawless.com, witches, trolls, whatever. If they're gonna kill us all, they're really alright. Robots may be used to fly the Ebola. Sayadoro Soros Suzoro. We've got to save each other and be heroes. Before it's too late. Jonestown. It was not mass suicide. Not Kool-Aid. Cyanide injections behind the left shoulder blade. CIA did. Fuck RIP. Fuck Obama. Fuck Islam. Fuck HAARP. Fuck BP. Fuck illegals. Fuck the NWO. Fuck oil. Fuck money. Fuck liberal pansies. Fuck bankers. Fuck the Federal Reserve. Fuck Monsanto. Fuck Wall Street. Fuck Goldman Sachs. Fuck rap music. Fuck Lady Gaga. Fuck Skull and Bones. Fuck the CIA. Fuck NASA. Fuck Washington, D.C. Fuck advertising. Fuck MTV. Fuck mind control. Fuck fast food. Fuck American Idol. Fuck immigration. Fuck religion. Fuck televisions. Fuck electricity. Fuck pharmaceutical drugs. Fuck the police. Fuck capitalism. Fuck communism. Fuck all the isms. Fuck the system. Fuck it all. GodikeProductions.com. It's just a move. Fuck the Pope that use a condom. Fuck a permanent cure against aging. The end justifies the mean. He's cool. Before it's too late. It's their nut, not mine. I know help. Ubuntu on a Daewoo. Obama, Kerry and Bush descendants of Vlad the Impaler. Prince Charles, heir to Dracula's bloodline. Transylvania is in my blood. He jokes in an interview first shown on satellite television last year. The genealogy shows I am descended from Vlad the Impaler, so I do have a bit of a stake in the country. http://www.telegraph.co.uk/ news/ news/ Prince-Charles/ 9656769/ Prince-Charles-heir-to-Dracula's-blood-line.html. Vlad player. Obama is related to Dick Cheney and Bush. You can't make this. Forum.prisonplanet.com. Google leaving out Vlad the Impaler of the search results completely. John Kerry is 34 generations removed from Vlad the Impaler. Bush is Kerry's 9th cousin, twice removed. Obama is Bush's 11th cousin. There's also royalty in the Bush bloodline. Princess Diana was Mr. Bush's 11th cousin, twice removed. And then there's this bombshell. Marilyn Monroe, known for wishing John F. Kennedy a happy birthday, is Mr. Bush's 9th cousin, 3 times removed. He's also related to Playboy founder Hugh Hefner, Native American Princess Pocahontas, and Vlad the Impaler. cbsnews.com/ news/ Bush-famous-family-tree. Power to the peaceful. Roman Catholic Vlad Tepes impaled the Muslim Brotherhood, thus saving his country from the Ottoman Empire's Islamic headcutters. Posted by Volubitr on October 10, 2010. The most honorable person in Romanian history. Vlad Dracula is credited with impaling 100,000 Ottoman headcutters, also known as Muslims, and probably more. Vlad Dracula vs. Ottoman Empire, The Forest of the Impaled. http://politicalvilcraft.org/ 2010/10/10/ Roman-Catholic-Vlad-Tepes-impale-the-Muslim-Brotherhood-the-Islam-Ottoman-Empire. Founding Fathers' first war was defending America from the Muslim Brotherhood Ottoman Empire, Treaty of Tripoli. In 1462, when the invading Muslim Sultan Mehmed II reached Tirgovist, he saw a terrifying scene, remembered in history as the Forest of the Impaled. There, outside the city, were 20,000 Muslim prisoners, all impaled. Infowars.com/ print/ secret_societies/ Vladtree.htm. Evil Seed, Bush and Kerry are related to Dracula, Vlad the Impaler. Geo disappearing, Geo. Engine. Hearing, Anonas. Healing disorder. Google Wixibullet, Wixibullet with the letter G attached. Wixibullet, yes we scan. Peace to all real anonymouses out there. Expose the Jesuit infant eaters and expose their planned population reduction to 500 million before they kill everyone, including you, by tricking you at synthetictelepathy.com. They cannot trick us because we know. Exposed and thus prevented. CIA, Catholic infant attackers, hackers. They are afraid of the torturers, not the government, anonymous Jesuits. They want to pretend all Americans are suspected terrorists, even enemy combatants during emergencies according to the BFSA and quote nuke the zombie hordes unquote according to the Pentagon's Plan 8888 of CNN. That's why the Ebola vaccine has to be rabies-based to turn people into zombies, and because rabies has a kill rate of about 100% once injected. The companies whose vaccines are to be injected at gunpoint have been made illegally immune. That their new Ebola virus has sticky mRNA proves beyond any reasonable doubt it was created in a lab. Catch and if necessary kill these insane loonies that want to kill 93% of the world's global population. Rockefeller and other Jesuit infant-eating pedo-controlled people before they get the chance to kill us all. Then I want Iran deadline. They did it with HERP. Without HERP it would have been impossible. The WTC fly-by-wire planes were remotely controlled with wireless energy. YNME changed into an army. Kill switches. Pope Francis, Reese. Fuck up the pedo elite, only the ones that ate, tortured and killed children. Global elite pedophile network set up the False Memory Syndrome Foundation. By Alan Watt Parrott, 2 years ago 974 views. I was raped by my daddy. No girl, you have a very bad false memory. It's okay. We must have sex law. It's in the Bibles. Ebola laws detect Chimera virus, sticky mRNA, antibody-dependent killer virus will save you all. To get that film footage, Syndromisk, DPP though. Director of Public Prosecutions though ... You're in denial. I okay it. Pedo information exchanged. VOD hands. False memory syndromes. http://ulrichkaufman.wix.com/ Ebola. Take colloidal silver and get storable food. Spread colloidal silver flyers to prevent being injected with slow-kill, lobotomizing, zombifying vaccines at gunpoint and being nuked. See Plan 8888 of the Pentagon quote, to nuke the zombie hordes. The Ebola quote vaccine unquote is rabies-based because rabies has a kill rate of about 100% once injected. The Ebola laws detect Chimera virus with sticky mRNA interlocks with other viruses and is the most virulent released strain. It is airborne. The mainstream media are used to spread the lies that it's not airborne and that colloidal silver is snake oil. The Rockefellers have more gallons. Must-see. Sticking mRNA symbolizes Ebola strange. Ebola trains. Doog. Trust no one equals divide to defeat. Nothing is what it seems equals problem reaction solution. Pedo gay ET now. The beard. The new torture world order is already there. Because we are all new world order, I know it exists and it's global. We're harvesting the sticky goo vaccine needle and gunpoint. Oh hot. We're all the semen. I started out as a fucking fish. Make the WHO CDC? The blow of guys then. Storm in the USA, hey. Storm in the USA, hey. War. What if it's good? Form. Hey little daddy, is your mommy home? Or did the goat leave you all alone? Alright. I want a bed desired. Ho, I am fired. The Jesuits are a turd on memory lane. With funky. And there are many. The balls of the aliens were found. Her fraud. Her hoax. Her scam. Natural gas controlled. Oh my goo. Do goo. Who do medicine man. They want to know who did it, or not. Who equals goo. How opt. I cannot see eugenics. I'll get you on. I'm your worst nightmare. Legal drugs. Still where you met. MIT. No, I'm no TME award, whatever will be will not be. Power word offering. Watch the with her change. Think outside the box opening. B. St. Maria and the White House. This is not my brainwave. It's yours if you're NSA. Only in the brain. Level. Sex pandemic. I bet they erased that Van Allen belt idea. Guillotiners. Guillotines array. FEMA. They'll lynch your way. Gen X. The gorilla court mine. I go to cell phone. Probably no one will hear this rec or ding. They're runny. Camtrola. Aspirin my ass. The soldier was infected while working as a peacekeeper battling the deadly disease in Liberia. Impossible. Lol. 1918 whatever. 322. 321. 911. 91011. Jihad. Get on. Bona Amber Seal is a non-yellowing, polytone waterborne sanding sealer that provides an oil-based look to hardwood floors. An Amber Alert or a Child Abduction Emergency (SAME code, CAE) is a child abduction alert system. It originated in the United States in 1996. Remember, learned. If it's almighty, it does not need us to die to be able to judge us and it could create a perfect society in which we all would live happily eternally instantly. I'm already knowing. Overdy. W in Hebrew is the letter Wav, the sixth letter. So WWW equals 666. Gu, simplified Chinese. Traditional Chinese. Pinyin, Gu. Wei Giles, Ku, or Jinkan simplified Chinese. Traditional Chinese. Pinyin, Jinkan. Wei Giles, Chinxian. Lit. Gold silkworm was a venom-based poison associated with cultures of South China, particularly Nanyu. The traditional preparation of gu poison involved sealing several venomous creatures, for example, centipede, snake, scorpion, inside a closed container, where they devoured one another and allegedly concentrated their toxins into a single survivor. Gu was used in black magic practices such as manipulating sexual partners, creating malignant diseases, and causing death. According to Chinese folklore, a gu spirit could transform into various animals, typically a worm, caterpillar, snake, frog, dog, or pig. Cull. The Cull British dictionaries for cull expand, cull.
Interesting that there's nobody outside despite nice weather.
Transitive.
I think they're all brain controlled. That's how they don't hear my messages.
An animal, place an inferior one from a herd. 3 to reduce the size of
They're all
a herd
going
or
away for
flock
that reason.
by killing a proportion of its members. Cull. Tax exempt. Are key type. Chemtrails.
Including
The
just with
useless human
betas that are dying
population.
faster
Clone
and
the human
backwards.
population to 1 billion or
Goes.
less for. I support human
Alrighty,
culling and
programs.
depopulation. Facebook. We never went. Ooh, the moon. So it's just my predicted programming, I guess. It's not desensitization. Fuck. Every nation. Vime. Yo. Clinic. Lawns. There are lawns. So Sodom is so smart. Sex hack.
Checking my mic.
Culling Facebook. I support human culling and depopulation on Facebook. Russian President Vladimir Putin says to exterminate Islamic radicals like cockroaches. October 3, 2013. While a politically correct America, arguably the soft underbelly of Western culture, continues to say that Islam is a religion of peace, badass Russian President Vladimir Putin spells it out in saying, I would love to gas the Chechens out, 1.2 million of them. They are like cockroaches, murderous Muslim cockroaches. And if the Chechens had done to Americans what they have done to Russians, maybe the US public would want to join with us. Oh wait, they have. The Boston bombers, those Psionic brothers, were Chechens. You took them in against our
Betas
fights.
at the
You
moment
put them
change
on
the words
welfare
I
for a
speak.
decade, ignored our intelligence warnings, and then they terror bomb you.
But
The
Beto
Chechens
just was
just
gonna kill you all.
immigrated. As an aside, what's wrong with your media? They seem like useful idiots to borrow in for the terrorists. That Rolling Stone cover? Really? That would never happen in Russia. When Maltese-controlled Vladimir Putin comes out with terms like the court that makes the king, this is who he's referring to. Craig Oxley. I support human culling and depopulation shared their photo. August 20th, join us and die, me doing a victim. The cause is herb in reality. Yeah, Chubby Bunny, challenged, Harvest Tate. It had it again, I bet. Tracking the bunghole. Even the frog splits. The nude-eyed Junes. We apologize for the deal. 8 is evening. They can reprogram our brain like the hard disk of a computer. We are all brain mapped. Everybody has their own program. So they will be able to reprogram our whole brain so we can become another person. Have all the memories and all skills of that person, or partially if they do not have that ability already. Synthetictelepathy.com. I do not accept most ideas I get as my own ideas. /apply h /sources /install wim1v /imagexx/apply h /sources /install wim1r /q /file history /anonymous /q /data /c /users /public /music /metafiles /bachkunsterfuge.com December 22nd, 14017 and 5 seconds. Ambulance Utrecht A1 Oosterlandweg X3641 PWX Maastricht. The file has been moved. Deep hope you ate. I ripped. Doubt my braces. Who equals goo? CDC equals crisis disaster creators. I can see clearly now because I smoked it. GMO got them. We want anonymous. Pay low, pay naughty. Make learn ek ben hati. Anonymous wishes you all awesome holidays and an even better new year. I wish everyone that did not torture me an eternal new year, a year in which we find a permanent cure against aging and thus become eternal. Slissing Jersey. The all-seeing light. We're all-knowing. We're hop and a snicked woo. I can't know. Freemasons round up, explode and thus preventive. You jerk off their head if you knew. We have to pay for their sins. Really know your sweet thing. They cannot know because they're brain controlled, okay? The psychobametrol will kill you all for his Jesuit infant eating masters. On. Illusion. Oh, success. I think they did it on purpose. So that's the idea they send it. Checkmate. Check bitch. Whatever. Hackmate. Hackbits. Clever. For all you hippies, do nothing rush through. So bar, Yabarmit 25b, from all people that are not hippies, it is okay to drink their blood, but from all among us who are it is not. Yes you eats. Things always get worse. Fleur-de-lis, fleur-de-lit, welcome on the Universal Peace Timeline. You made it, keep it steady, practice makes per, unknowing, Redarpa, Poke local. Rabies zombies I don't care, libertizing, Ebola winning. NA have weed new year. CDCs, I get it. You gotta give them what they wanna. Ebola, what Ebola has taught us. Chicago Tribune 27/12/2014 shares. World Health Organization officials said Tuesday that the deadly Ebola virus could lead to 5,000 to 10,000 new cases a week in West Africa by my Ebola winning. God, I give it up. We are all for a new world order, and you're not. Go figure. Opposites, don't attract them. And a happier year. Champagne campaign. Race on if me. Close, but cigar. If they are able to suppress all thought, people have no free will because brain control with synthetic telepathy is real. What should I do? Papa Law. Affordable. To my knees. Moni. Air code 102. NetERR connection refused. Nazi eugenics Israel. What Ebola has taught us. Chicago Tribune Deck 26/2014 share. World Health Organization officials said Tuesday that the deadly Ebola virus could lead to 5,000 to 10,000 new cases a week in West Africa by Ebola death toll rises to 7588 globally, WHO says, CBC Deck 26/2014. Ebola crisis likely to last a year, says expert, BBC News Deck 25/2014. Ebola rages on in Sierra Leone with over 1,000 new cases, Time Deck 10/2014. In the last 21 days, Sierra Leone has reported 1,390 new cases of Ebola virus infections, the World Health Organization, WHO, reports. Cool. WHO researchers partner to develop case studies to better News Medical Net Deck 11/2014. With synthetic telepathy, brain control, the pedo Jesuits and Rockefellers are able to fuck up everything we do. Let us make type errors, ruin music we play, let us misplace things, etc. The beast computer is able to control muscle movement and is able to let us drop items so they roll away and are unfindable. By controlling muscle movement, it can let people make hair accidents, let surgeons kill a patient, and let people push a wrong button. Also, a person's balance can be disturbed to the point the person faints and falls off the stairs. The quantum computer is very good at hiding things by controlling our brain waves, our EEG. It is able to let us do something and distract us when we put an item somewhere, and it can let people place items in a way that they cannot be found back. For example, by letting people place the item of a certain color on a floor or table that has the same color. The UN spokesperson doesn't even seem to know that Agenda 21 is not a treaty, but is an agreement. Further information obtained from the UN indicated that no one actually signed it, and the agreement was made via consensus. So Agenda 21 is an agreement, not even a treaty. We can all wonder about the legal validity of such a document. POV-OMG MILF abbreviations meaning? POV, point of view, OMG, oh my gosh or oh my god or oh my goodness, for the older crowd, NWO, no way out, MILF an attractive older woman. acronym for Mom I'd Like to Fuck or Mother I'd Like to Fuck, popularized by the movie American Pie. Something never seen before is coming to America, Global Pandemic, by Jason. 4 months ago 1,233,448 views BFSA. How would a global pandemic really happen? By Journeyman Pictures. 2 months ago 55,857 views Sticky and DNA. Ebola Pandemic, an extraordinary crisis to bring in the New World Order, by Elite NWO Agenda. 4 months ago 41,026 views Active Measures aka Ideological Subversion Phase 4. Normalization is when the tanks roll in. To get rid of all countries of the world, introduce a new currency Amaro, depopulate to 500 million and create Luciferian fetal run torture world order. Only people that take the Luciferian oath, Masons, can enter. Stick here with me. They have cut it. Local law enforcement. On I'm off. So if they are Freemasons they are killed. See Extreme Jesuit Oath. Medical errors and subscription drugs are both in the top 10 of leading causes of death, though some people leave them out of their top 10. Why? On off. Pedohebiphilia, nepiophilia and infantophilia, sexual preference for toddlers and infants, ages 0 to 3. Pedophilia is a psychological disorder in which an adult or older adolescent experiences a sexual preference for prepubescent children, age 11 or younger. Adolescent philia, hepiphilia and ephebophilia are sexual preference for pubescent and post-pubescent youth, respectively, hepiphilia 11 to 14, ephebophilia age 15 to 19. Adultophilia, teleophilia, from Greek teleos, full-grown is erotic or sexual interest in adults. Teleophilia is not restricted by the teleophile's age. Citation needed. Teleophilia was also called adultophilia, age 18 to 80. Gerontophilia and griophilia describe erotic or sexual preference for the elderly, age 80 and up. Pedohebiphilia, nepiophilia ages 0 to 3, pedophilia age 11 or younger, adolescent philia, hepiphilia 11 to 14, ephebophilia 15 to 19, adultophilia, teleophilia age 18 to 80, gerontophilia and griophilia age 80 and up. Nepipophilia, nepedophilia, ne equals a. With pedophiles people usually mean the Jesuit infant eaters that paid more in pedo court cases than anyone else despite their control of the Supreme Court and directed energy weapon torture to prevent people from pressing charges. Of course the infant-eating popes were never caught and Kevin Annett is controlled opposition erected to prevent the real Jesuit infant eaters from going to jail. I'm gooder than you. Happy New Year everyone. Masculism movement to balance feminism. Not anarchy, autarky. Ebola in the UK, risk of catching virus remains very low, say Health. The Independent 8 hours ago, so the risk is real. City Knife. Scientists working on Ebola cure support the calling. Depopulation. Scientist working on Ebola cure supports the calling. Depopulation by virus 0001, YouTube. I support killing 7 billion people with a sticky and RNA Ebola loss attack Chimera virus. If it's not illegal. Twitter bans Women Against Feminism founder for saying Christmas is not oppressive to women, account erased for quoting radical feminists' own words. But the I Support Human Culling and Depopulation Facebook page is allowed. Any state that dares impose laws taxing citizens who wish to remain childless must be obliterated from the face of the earth altogether. New Iran nuclear talks deadlines, March 1st, July 1st, 2015, www.cnn.com. The Jews control the Jesuit. HIV-positive student videotaped himself having sex with 31 people. Our World News. 11 months ago 93,961 views. Overpopulated BBC documentary. Clone a Clown. That a Wrong. Amber Dirt. Across Bioland. Sticky in the Brain. January 1st, 2015 12:20 and 58 seconds. I support killing everyone and torture. I support human culling and depopulation. Community 322 likes. Treads Humanism, the scientists working on Ebola cure. Pay Dodd. Online away. A hooker. Epilawmaker. Culling ain't depopulation. Better than the evils do it. Marijuana sucks. It's a mystery to me. Chrome adrenochrome is taken from the tip of the skull. The Satanists that made Google are tax exempt like the pedo elite. I'm a pedo homo necro cannibal. You too. I'm trying to help you. All fall down. And then they buy it. Jewissing help. The first Jesuits were crypto-Jews such as Ignatius Loyola. Two dates conveniently omitted were September 11, 1537, the day of infamy when the Jesuits performed their first human sacrifice and cannibalistic Romish Mass, and July 31st, 1556, the day Loyola turned black and died while on his deathbed. 904 to 911 of moral indecency and depravity. 904 to 911, that Pontifex Maximus III did openly and regularly practice Satanism, including sexual orgies, drug-fueled ritual murders of children and upon the altar of St. Peter's consistent with the ancient rites of his forefathers and original Jewish Sadducee founders of Christianity. Furthermore, the Pope Sergius III did strip the convents of nuns from any pretense of holiness and returned them to being prostitutes for the male clergy as had been their original purpose for the Church 500 years earlier. http://1-evil.org/people_10c_sergius_iii.htm. Pay no. Want on. Amo. The Beast supercomputer is a partially us, so watch out. Our brainwave is electromagnetic. Recording online watch ing. Ebola cases reach over 20,000. Time Deck 29, 2014 share. T-Rene. Yes you wait. Iran confirms secret nuclear code site. Images lead experts to warn Tehran may have bombs sooner than expected. I support killing 7 billion people with a sticky mRNA Ebola Lozatec Mira Chimera virus. I'm a pedo homo necro cannibal. You too. I'm trying to help you. The end justifies their mean. Terminate dirt. We are all murdered with hurt by the Rockefellers, Jesuits and Freemasons. They will soon have killed 7 billion people. The Georgia Guidestones and Nazi eugenics democide are real. Your government is terroristic. They control the Supreme Court so it's kill or be killed. Your cell phone controlled. Lol. CNN go. They do it. Jesuit. In the air differing. Obama with respirator. Who would have thought that I would have made it just fart? Only the fittest of the fittest shall surf. I know we all white. Victory or Hillary? It takes one to know one. BB Food Challenge. Stereophonic pedocracy. Saltines are salty too. Why I comfort you. We don't need .com websites. We don't need corporations. We don't need centralization. We will get fucking high. Because it has sticky DNA. The Ebola virus now circulating is a lot more virulent and contagious than the AIDS virus designed at Fort Detrick. Detrick spelled with a D from dark. Because it interlocks with other viruses. It is a bioweapon designed to depopulate the earth. So the main population reduction methods in violation of the Genocide Convention to look out for are 1. Chemtrails. Main ingredients cancer-causing barium, aluminium, to form an illegal monopoly with Monsanto's aluminium-resistant seed, altered blood plasma and the sterilizing toxic agent ethylene dibromide. Get air cleaner with ionizer and cloudbusters. 2. Tap water. Get a good water filter, for example proper from the InfoWars store. 3. GMO. Food as a weapon. Avoid soy, cotton and canola if not bioorganic eco. Do not eat animal products of stock that has been fed sterilizing soy and corn of Monsanto. Buy eco-organic bio-grow your own food fun. 4. Killer vaccines. Gardasil girl death. Children injected with active poliovirus. Deadly ingredients thimerosal, mercury, squalene and cytokine storm-producing toxic agents that may also cause insomnia. Take colloidal silver to kill these nasty new killer designer viruses. At the rate Ebola is spreading now, there would be about 20,000 Ebola deaths in 2016. If Ebola spreads exponentially and not in a straight line but as a curve, the amount of cases will increase at a much more dramatic rate. Ebola may be spreading in the US, Europe and even China and India. Most people would be misdiagnosed because Ebola is extremely uncommon in these countries and people would be given some ineffective antibiotics like Eric Duncan and sent home. The Beast quantum computers know everything we think. There is no way to hide any thoughts. The infant-eating impalers will depopulate to 500 million, but they do not need a world war nor an Ebola pandemic to kill 7 billion people. They do it with ERP. They burn my eyes every morning to make my eyes puffy. They have hurt me throughout my body every morning with a beam I can clearly feel on my hand for at least a couple of months now. The infant-eating, impaling, child-raping Jesuits have tortured me every day for about 20 years now with their cancer herb in Alaska. Make no mistake, they will kill 7 billion of us to depopulate to 500 million. You do not need the Challenger and Concorde. Mir. Killed all Jesuits, did it. I know I'm alright. Who's that Popito? You know it. Yes, you, it. Oppress. Sif. The People's Tempo. CIA, Catholic infant abusers. Oppress. See off. I okay it. Sprayed crowd said flare. You can nuke on listen as well as you hear. They erase your memory selectively if you have a good idea. On off when ion high. Ebola becomes airborne at 7 degrees Celsius according to InfoWars, so it is vital to keep infected people out of countries where temperatures drop below 20 degrees Celsius to prevent Ebola from becoming airborne. Of course, it is already in reality. The Ebola loss attack Chimera virus is real. Pentagon. The Jesuits are slow killing you all with herb, which I know because they have already poisoned you all. Not with Ebola or a world war over Iran. They want to preserve the infrastructure and murder 7 billion people, of course. The Georgia Guidestones are real as well as the infant eaters that will kill you. The Pickles Temple. If it wouldn't work, it's work. I stopped my master. Baiting. Tomb E.T. Train of thought or not. The gun. Pow there. Pluff. Oh, Iran juice. And AP beanie. That's why they gave us Terminator genes. Go sitting. Dong. Key Kong. Go. Ghetto hey bo Philly. Power to the Peace Pope. Code Wyatt. Ben in S. G. M.O.'s S. Be wise as serpents. Sexual stimulation is the key to a more peaceful nation. Yes, we can hail Satan. Telluric power. There is a silent genocide going on, a genocide going on, a democide, and do you want to be quiet about it? Keep your head down and hope you survive, or should you scream and yell so that everyone can hear you before they put a bullet in your brain? I mean, what's the right choice? You know, Timothy Trespass. They cannot be it. The beast computer is not you and me. It only controls what they think and do. They cannot do what the beast can. If you are not breathing but are capable of understanding what I say, you must be a neural network. Strong intelligence. TIME. Time. Denied DNA. Concordia Res Parvi Crescent Unity makes strength. We have a guest person. In the house. In the house. All people without a Tesla plasma shield are going to die. Herb torture synthetic telepathy scalar. You're no demon knower. BOB. BB beam. The ho-op. Use cream and gel. Searle's strong AI hypothesis states that the appropriately programmed computer with the right inputs and outputs would thereby have a mind in exactly the same sense human beings have minds. Malevolent and friendly AI. There are many forms and applications of AI. Many are in mainstream use today. These are mainly considered weak AI in that they are only applications of AI techniques, not computers that are taking over the world. Strong AI is the quest for artificial intelligence that matches or exceeds human intelligence. The basic idea is when we have achieved strong AI, computers will take over the world in one form or another. Perhaps we will make great pets. Artificial General Intelligence, AGI, has the same meaning. You are the enemy army. Jesuits are always the ones to tell you who your enemies are, but they're never the ones to fight and to die. So they are stupid air. The brain is not magic. The thinking, recognition, planning and other high-level actions are done by neocortex, the gray matter. The white matter are just cables connecting the neurons. The neocortex structure is uniform, different regions are specialized only because of the wiring to the sensors. There could be single algorithm applied all over the brain. Synthetic telepathy and so-called supercomputers Mark the Beast and quantum computers sold by Lockheed Martin are already used to control the human brain, to totally remotely control humans like puppets, robots or zombies. They are controlled by it until they switch it off because their brainwave is electromagnetic and therefore controllable to a great extent if not totally. Mind off air matter. Wrong intelligence. You only like my mind power. Males jerk their cock. Females finger fuck. Pro blow. Reaction. Solution. We need more synthetic telepathy-controlled shooting bloodbaths to promote our legal gun ban in Europe. Ebola is spreading as planned and soon we will have depopulated to 500 million and we will rule the world from Jerusalem. They can't do anything because we have the death ray. We will tyrannize and torture them until they die a slow and painful death. Slow kill is ideal. Yes, we can. The gone bam, said Sheriff Caution. If there are centipedes in my body, then they can also be in the AMC hospital and in the UMC hospital, where I caught one, of which I put a picture online. I stayed a long time in these hospitals for evaluation and tests. These Lathobius forficatus centipedes enter the alimentary canal at night when people sleep and put their eggs in their heads. It is also possible the one I caught is from their garden. It is possible the one I caught in the UMC hospital was the only centipede in my body, because no centipedes showed up on the colonoscopy, bronchoscopy, CT scan and PET scan. According to the doctors, I am now centipede-free. Hurrah! Let's party! I think Nazi eugenics is not real. Most used passwords: God, secret, love, sex, grey goo, good for you. The idea is psychic insects again. We are equaler. CIA Operation 40 and JFK, RFK, John Lennon assassinations. Vancouver, British Columbia, in a wide-ranging exopolitics interview on the eve of the 50th anniversary of the assassination of President John F. Kennedy on November 22, 1963, author Rolay Damagor discloses how CIA Operation 40, originally implemented in 1960 by Vice President Richard M. Nixon, became a deadly CIA assassination squad that was used by elites to carry out a swath of destabilizing assassinations and false flag operations worldwide, including the assassinations of JFK, Robert F. Kennedy, John Lennon, with roles in Watergate and 9/11. Yes, we man can. An M-gun could be more effective than a normal one. Pri Fatty, can. On the caller, all denied. We have to ask, who benefits? WHO. Juice controls it all. The more juice, the bad air. When the people courage the government, there is love. Matter of their mind. Direction of applied frequency method effect. Third dimension electric and magnetic fields cross to produce a rotating gravity field coupled to light invisibility. Fourth dimension XYZ coil creates fourth dimensional field coupled to target objects teleportation. Fifth dimension solitonic gravity field modulates magnetic flux to channel ether around target object anti-gravity. Sixth dimension Caduceus coil produces scalar field time travel. Dear gun. Collective parenting. Self is flies backwards. Bottle in Dutch. Time is a myth. Just another Indo brick wall. Lasting minute tripping. Expose Fs. Stay fuckast. I think we have reached an extremely low level. Bad boys, what you're gone, I knew who. What you're gone, I knew when they comfort you. Grey Google, Pepsi Fetal, Red Lime District, Rats Light District, Fisting King, Top Secret. It's going to go on. Report. Air. No one knows. Rockefeller Foundation's futurist paper details the Ebola plot. Economic. Gross. Ebola Rockefeller. Take care of Mr. Rockefeller and the Jesuit infant eaters before they kill you all. They steal your brainwave with synthetictelepathy.com. They steal your thoughts, and the quantum computers know what you are gonna say before you actually say it. Anyone that sends the illegal voice to skull messages into your brain but me's your enemy. Boy, be a white Orthorp. Hard to believe they are all killed by Rockefeller with HERP, airborne Ebola, home quarantines and Nazi eugenics, poisoned tap water, poisoned chemtrails, slow killer vaccines and GMO food as a weapon which has contaminated our biosphere beyond repair. See Seed Bank in Norway. True nonetheless. It's because they are brain controlled with synthetic telepathy they will deny it even if you show them the irrefutable evidence. Georgia Guidestones anonymously donated by Mr. Rockefeller under the pseudonym Robert Christian, BFSA, labeling all U.S. citizens as enemy combatants during emergencies. FEMA camps and supercomputers mark the beasts scattered around the globe that control what they think and their emotions until they die. For Mr. Rockefeller, the people that have to help with the roundup are killed after they have helped with the democide to leave no trace of evidence. You're gonna die, stitch mouth. We're all hurt that way. I think 2015 will be all about Ebola because none without a Tesla plasma shield would survive a third world war, and the Ebola Lozatech Chimera virus is still spreading. Equals anonymous equals a few seconds ago. Prescription drugs leading killer in the USA. Medical errors, a leading cause of death. Prescription drugs, leading killer in USA. http://universalpeace.edublogs.org. http://ulrichkiffman.wix.com/ Epilogue. No. On. Nose. Expect us. Flowing and growing. Genocidal directed energy weapon torture terrorists. Slow. Feds Fisher. Balin coming for your cash. So, with drugs it's like, you go up, you go down, town. Now I'm Tintin. Don't know what it means enough it. Yes we can. Then I hate this is not terror. Super mini way. Ebola. Yes we can. Indo wig ban. You have no right to invade our privacy with synthetic telepathy. You have no right to depopulate the earth in violation of the Genocide Convention. Your insane preemptive nuclear doctrine is in violation of the Genocide Convention. I hate you torturers, your nukes, infant-eating Jesuit cannibal trolls die now. Rockefeller will kill you all with his cancer herb, Nazi eugenics program and Georgia Guidestones. After you help depopulating yourselves, the human race, brain-controlled idiots. Torture terror tyranny really. They just want to silence us. Oh. Why didn't you say so? I hope you die foul disgusting tortures. Reverse psychology. They are using her, it. If they heard you then you talked aloud, in your head, not on my water bed. Alphas himself. Host cuisine. Saying what they wanna hear might also help, who knows? Ha! The insomnia vaccine. Finally. Fuck tyranny. All aboard the night train. The nice train, whatever. Dirty is clean, right is left. It's so simple. LOL. GMO. They are fucked up with food. Perhaps we should all send Margaret Chan a Twinkie. David IQ. Fast food challenged. Fat feet challenger. I bought it. On. eBay. So now I'm a real whistleblower. Host cuisine. Life is for sometimes. Targeted individuals. Impound the underground. Make anti-culling and depopulation Facebook page. You're a bullet in a wallet, a mystical machine god. Sue is hype. Charlie Hebdo ad hack. Do it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. They are all controlled by Satanists of the NSA with directed energy weapons. The police, the politicians, the judges and the lawyers, everyone. Not fucking. Chimera camera. Harpa. We are so evil we have to exterminate ourselves. LOL. Rockefeller. Beast number 9 but you can kill me anonymous. CIA hackers for the kill switch. Not the real anonymous. Report to Portway. Telescope. Pixite. Twinkie Dinky. Indo weed. You seer highs. They heard me can also mean they were hearing me. ING far bend. Yes and no or not. 1823 January 17, 2015 restarted computer after blackout. Possible kill switch testing. I hope they kill the terrorist that tortured my mother to death with her, whoever it is. AI, whatever. Pacifists are terrorists. Dutch-witchin. Hang Obama the fell troll because he is guilty of treason and proper punishment equals justice. They are all Jesuit controlled anyway, so Biden would do the same thing. Two wrongs do not make a right. Obama is not the president and Michelle Obama is a man. Even if Obama would be the real president, which he is not because of his fake birth certificate, he is guilty of treason. 1. Illegal laws such as the BFSA labeling all U.S. citizens as enemy combatants during emergencies such as an Ebola bomb attack of the CIA's ISIS. 2. Granting legal immunity to genocidal companies instead of bona fide pharmaceutical companies. 3. War crimes also covered a bit by Amnesty International. Google Obama's treason. A fake impeachment is usually started by the Jesuit infant-eating pedophiles that have tortured my mother to death with HAARP. Barry Soetoro Davis. Obama is guilty of treason because 1. He passed illegal laws, which we know because a president is not allowed to circumvent congressional laws with signing statements, which he did in the case of the NDAA. Obama also passed other illegal laws. The BFSA labeling all U.S. citizens as enemy combatants and only giving the shadow government blue transponder protection. The kill switch, switching off all cancer cell phone antennas to disrupt communication just when you need it the most to produce mass genocide. The kill list is alright though. The NDAA, European version EAW, European arrest warrant, is illegal because it is in violation of the UDHR and international laws and constitutions to allow indefinite detention without any reason or a fair trial, and it is illegal to torture anyone, especially without a fair trial. 2. Granting legal immunity to a company that shipped out deadly products 3 times. Baxter. heparin, factor VIII, and a slow-kill brain-eating vaccine with life instead of deactivated viruses, and granting legal immunity to a company that has produced DDT, Agent Orange, and aluminium-resistant seed to create an illegal GMO food as a weapon monopoly in combination with the illegal chemtrails, CIA's Evergreen Air, to make farmers that do not use aluminium-resistant seed go out of business. The chemtrails, mainly cancer-causing barium and nano, pronounced nano, bots, are there to form internal computers to eventually take over the brains of the 500 million people that are left to remotely control them as slaves. See illegal Georgia Guidestones. 3. War crimes. People nominated for the Nazi Nobel Prize are all controlled opposition used and nominated by the Jesuit-controlled Nazi Nobel Committee. C. Amnesty International accuses Obama of war crimes. These 3 crimes, which make Barry Soetoro Davis Obama guilty of war crimes, are just a tip of the iceberg. First day in office, Obama signed an executive order blocking the release of his long-form birth certificate, so he is not really the president. And if he is guilty of war crimes, and Obama deserves to be hanged after a fair trial. Obama signs executive order barring release of his birth certificate July 19, 2009, Executive Order 13,489. I think all forms of torture are illegal, and I cannot think of any reason to allow it. Tortures are terrorist, and of course they are continuing the Mengele programs, which is called Nazi Project Paperclip. I cannot see it in my behind. BO will kill you all, okay? Earhead pig. Then I don't like your mistake. You can pretend you didn't do it then. It is an entity, yes, the ETTST in Dutch. Peter Bilderberg and Skull and Bones are real. This is torture, tyranny, terror. I will choke the infant did it. Dr. Dev, Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, so perhaps it's prerogative then. I think there will be an Ebola flight. Bring the change and okay then. A smart meter on your head. The mind has no fear. Well, BFS Satan. My Talon robots and Predator drones will shoot you from 2 miles away. GMOSIS. Genosis. Join the I Am Anti-Human Culling and Depopulation community on Facebook. Facebook.com/I-am-anti-human-culling-and-depopulation. Please like me and spread the info to prevent being depopulated yourself. I would like to start off with the fact that depopulation, genocide, and democide are in violation of the Genocide Convention and a gross violation of standards of common decency. Killing one person is illegal already, let alone killing 7 billion people, which the Georgia Guidestones of Mr. Rockefeller donated under the pseudonym Robert Christian suggest, and Nazi eugenics is illegal as well. The taxpayers have paid tax money to be protected and served by their government, not tortured and exterminated like vermin with hybrid insects, chemtrails, Google, CIA's Evergreen Air, GMOs, food as a weapon, illegal laws, BFSA, NDAA, European version EAW, poison tap water, self-lobotomizing replicating, lipid, nanotechnology, scalar weapons, wars, false flags, the airborne Ebola laws, attack mirror chimera virus, and zombifying lobotomizing killer vaccines and other slow and soft kill methods. We exposed and thus prevented. Create a perfect society in which we all will live eternally, which is really possible because everything is energy. Google active measures. Phase 1 demoralization. Phase 2 destabilization. Phase 3 crisis. Phase 4 normalization is when the tanks roll in. Military state, not a police state. Obama, real name Barry Soetoro Davis, is guilty of treason, and Obama is not the president. Jesuit infant eaters control the Supreme Court and the cancer HAARP, Tesla's death ray. Expose them and unite. Also expose controlled opposition. Kill people that advocate populating the earth in violation of the Genocide Convention if they have killed or tortured more than one person to death. Not to redeem a murderer from the death penalty for money, and Abraham stood up and slew the Egyptian. One who knows of evidence must testify. Not to convict anyone without a fair trial, which is impossible if the Jesuit infant eaters control the Supreme Court and the judges are tortured with directed energy with earth. According to some believers, you may break any commandment to save a human life except for the 3 cardinal sins. The insane preemptive nuclear doctrine is in violation of the Genocide Convention. Herp and synthetic telepathy violate your rights to physical integrity and privacy. They have poisoned you and your family and our planet beyond repair. They must pay. Justice must be done before these loonies kill us all. Pedo Bear COG Leo. Pedo Bear, Cock Leo. Cooling Tart, Sesh, Hertz. World's first GM babies born Daily Mail published, May 5, 2001, report. Richest 1% to own more than rest by 2016. AFP share of global wealth keeps increasing. 22 comments. Alcohol death. I do not advocate drinking alcohol. Deaths are real. The healing herb is best and most healing. Use the consciousness expanding cannabis, marijuana, responsibly. Do not use things that narrow down your consciousness such as alcohol, tobacco. Oldest people in the world were smokers like Miss Calmond, and caffeine, which narrows down your consciousness, which the brain controllers of the NSA want you to do to kill you. They have illegally refused me my right to press charges of directed energy weapon torture and incitement to commit genocide against the people that advocate using airborne Ebola to kill 80 to 90% of the world's global population. This method is used to control and give an overview of the most important data. Deaths to the New World Orders. They are able to use your camera even when switched off. Interpest time travel capability. Fuck tyranny, fuck Rockefeller, fuck depopulators, fuck the infant-eating trolls, Georgia Kid Stones. Why is DNA permissible in court while anyone can plant some DNA of someone they do not like at the crime scene and wear gloves? And why is film material not permissible while it is rather easy to prove whether the film was really made by the security camera and not doctored with? Because your government is terroristic. They are dissolving my spine with herb while I write this. They do not want to be filmed depopulating the earth. Implanting DNA may just work. Fingerprints can be faked as well. Because most people do not want a new world order. There is none. No global government because they'd be bombed immediately. No centralization, polarization, depopulation. Fuck tyranny. The Open Sky Treaty is in violation of the Genocide Convention and thus null and void. An illegal treaty. Engine. Hearing. Resistance equals victory. Because compliance equals death. The Jesuits Ebola Virus Club of Rome. Google Wix Ebola for more info. Wix. Ebola with the letter G attached. Wix Ebolag. She's gone. The population. Hotter. Universal peace now. The nosocomial airborne antibody-dependent Ebola Lozatec Chimera virus with sticky nRNA is a bioweapon that should not be underestimated, designed to depopulate the earth. Okay? I want an MO. Kill the troll. Fuck tyranny. After Obama has killed the American people with home quarantines and killer vaccines, they won't be able to write about it anymore. Obamacare trails. Nanofogs. News. During the reading of the 980 well-sourced examples of Obama's lying, law-breaking, corruption, cronyism, hypocrisy, waste, etc. The pedo perpetrators that tortured my mother to death with herb, which only the people responsible deny, have been hurting my spine. They have also done this to many other targeted individuals. I think the term directed energy weapon torture victim may be better than TI. POW. POW. TI is IT backwards, abuse, pedo FOBA, Ma care, Obama care, Affordable Care Act, FDA approved ad. Major electromagnetic mind control projects. Biblioteca Yates Net. Project Moonstruck, 1952. CIA, electronic implant in brain and teeth. Targeting, long range, implanted during surgery or surreptitiously during abduction. Frequency range, HF, ELF transceiver implants. Purpose, tracking, mind and behavior control, conditioning, programming, covert operations, functional basis, electronic stimulation of the brain, ESB. Project MK Ultra, 1953, CIA, drugs, electronics and electroshock, targeting, short range, frequencies, VHF HF UHF modulated at ELF, transmission and reception, local production, purpose, programming behavior, creation of cyborg mentalities, effects, narcoleptic trends, programming by suggestion, subprojects, many, pseudonym, Project Artichoke, functional basis, electronic dissolution of memory, EDOM. Project Orion, 1958, USAF, drugs, hypnosis, and ESP, targeting, short range, in-person, frequencies, ELF modulation, transmission and reception, radar, microwaves, modulated at ELF frequencies. Purpose, top security personnel debriefing, programming, ensure security and loyalty, pseudonym, Dreamland. MK Delta, 1960, CIA, fine-tune electromagnetic subliminal programming, targeting, long range, frequencies, VHF HF UHF modulated at ELF, transmission and reception, television antennae, radio antennae, power lines, mattress spring coils, modulation on 60 Hz wiring. Purpose, programming behavior and attitudes in general population, effects, fatigue, mood swings, behavior dysfunction and social criminality, mood swings, pseudonym, deep sleep, RHIC, Phoenix 2, 1983, USAF, NSA, location, Montauk, Long Island, electronic multi-directional targeting of select population groups, targeting, medium range, frequencies, radar, microwaves, EHF UHF modulated, power, gigawatt through terawatt, purpose, loading of Earth grids, planetary somnambulescence to stave off geological activity, specific point earthquake creation, population programming for sensitized individuals, pseudonym, Rainbow, ZAP, Trident, 1989, ONR, NSA, electronic directed targeting of individuals or populations, targeting, large population groups assembled, display, black helicopters flying in triad formation of 3, power, 100,000 watts, frequency, UHF, purpose, large group management and behavior control, riot control, allied agencies, FEMA, pseudonym, Black Triad AEMC, RF Media, 1990, CIA, electronic, multi-directional subliminal suggestion and programming, location, Boulder, Colorado, location of main cell telephone node, national television synchronization node, Targeting national population of the United States. Frequencies of VHF phase modulation. Power gigawatts. Implementation television and radio communications. The Videodrome signals. Purpose programming and triggering behavioral desire. Subversion of psychic abilities of population. Preparatory processing for mass electromagnetic control. Pseudonym the SOEMC. Tower 1990. CIA. NSA. Electronic cross-country subliminal programming and suggestion. Targeting mass population. Short-range intervals. Long-range cumulative frequencies. Microwave. EHF-SHF. Methodology. Cellular telephone system. ELF modulation. Purpose programming through neural resonance and encoded information. Effect neural degeneration. DNA resonance modification. Psychic suppression. Pseudonym Wedding Bells. HAARP 1995. CIA. NSA. ONR. Electromagnetic resonant induction and mass population control. Location Gakona, Alaska. Frequencies atmospheric phase lock resonant UHF VHF. Potential DNA code alteration in population and mass behavior modification. Power gigawatt to terawatt range. Step down reflective frequencies approximately 1.1 GHz. Human DNA resonant frequency. Cellular system phase lock. Project Clean Sweep 1997, 1998. CIA, NSA, ONR. Electromagnetic resonant induction and mass population control. Location nationwide. Frequencies emotional wavelengths. Data gathering through helicopter probes following media events. Rebroadcast in order to re-stimulate population emotional levels for recreation of event scenarios. Ref. LE number 108, March 1998. Potential mass behavior modification. Power unknown. Possibly rebroadcast through GON network or cellular tower frequencies. Coordinated from NBS in Colorado. REX 84, short for Readiness Exercise 1984, was a classified scenario and drill developed by the United States federal government to suspend the United States Constitution, declare martial law, place military commanders in charge of state and local governments, and detain large numbers of American citizens who are deemed to be national security threats, in the event that the president declares a state of national emergency. The plan states, events causing such a declaration would be widespread U.S. opposition to a U.S. military invasion abroad, such as if the United States were to directly invade Central America. 1, 2, 3, 4. To combat what the government perceived as subversive activities, the plan also authorized the military to direct ordered movements of civilian populations at state and regional levels. 5. REX 84 is short for Readiness Exercise 1984. Through REX 84, an undisclosed number of concentration camps were set in operation throughout the United States for internment of dissidents and others potentially harmful to the state. These camps are to be operated by FEMA should martial law need to be implemented in the United States, and all it would take is a presidential signature on a proclamation and the Attorney General's signature on a warrant to which a list of names is attached. Operation Cable Spulser is a subprogram of the REX 84 program, which was established on the reasoning that if a mass exodus of illegal aliens crossed the Mexican-U.S. border, they would be quickly rounded up and detained in detention centers by FEMA. REX 84 allowed many military bases to be closed down and to be turned into prisons. Operation Cable Spulser is the program for an orderly takeover of the state and local governments by the federal government. FEMA is the executive arm of the coming police state and thus will head up all operations. The presidential executive orders already listed on the Federal Register also are part of the legal framework for this operation. Operation Garden Plot is a general U.S. Army and National Guard plan to respond to major domestic, civil disturbances within the U.S. The plan was developed in response to the civil disorders of the 1960s and is now under the control of the U.S. Northern Command, NORTHCOM. It provides federal military and law enforcement assistance to local governments during times of major civil disturbances. Garden Plot was last activated, as Noble Eagle, to provide military assistance to civil authorities following the September 11, 2001 attacks on the United States. The Pentagon also activated it to restore order during the 1992 Los Angeles riots. Under Homeland Security restructuring, it has been suggested that similar models be followed. Oversight of these Homeland Security missions should be provided by the National Guard Bureau based on the long-standing Garden Plot model, in which National Guard units are trained and equipped to support civil authorities in crowd control and civil disturbance missions. FM 3-19-40 The infrastructure for incarcerating and executing resistors and dissenters in the coming American Holocaust has been already set up, according to the 1968 government plans code-named Operation Cable Spulser and Garden Plot, FM 19-15, subprograms of the Rex 84 program. Field Manual 3-19.40 or FM 19-40 is the August 2001 version of Military Police Interim and Resettlement Operations. This publication supersedes the FM 19-40 of February 1976 and FM 19-60 of May 1986 by order of the Secretary of the Army, signed by Administrative Assistant Joel B. Hudson. Pending the approval of the Army Chief of Staff, the military can detain and jail citizens en masse. Reef list, blue list, yellow list, black list definitions. We are all on a red or blue list somewhere. Those on the red list will be woken at 4 a.m. and taken to the camps and probably killed. Red list, these people are the enemies of the NWO. They are the leaders of patriot groups, outspoken ministers, outspoken talk show hosts, community leaders, and even probably NET leaders. These people will be dragged out of their homes at 4 a.m. and will be taken to FEMA detention centers and killed. This will take place approximately 2 weeks before martial law is enforced. Blue list. These are also enemies of the NWO, but are followers of the red list folks. These people will be rounded up after martial law is in place, and will be taken to the detention centers and re-educated. Various mind control techniques will use on them. Most will not survive this. Mr. Springmeyer was not specific on exactly who was on the blue list, but I would guess that people such as you and I are on that list. Yellow list. These are citizens who know nothing about the NWO and don't want to know. They are considered to be no threat at all and will be instructed as to how to behave and will most likely do whatever they are told. Unfortunately, there are too many of these to be effectively controlled, so many will be killed or starved. Blacklist. I have recently heard that the red and blue lists have been combined into one, and is called the blacklist. All blacklisted citizens will be marked for execution. http://archive.org/ stream/ things you never knew about FEMA/ FEMA_camps_full_djvu.txt exclusive military to designate U.S. citizens as enemy during collapse. Infowars.com, December 22, 2011. Friendly military and FEMA personnel, along with their contracted employees and those of other federal agencies, will carry transponder ID badges, like those described here, to designate their blue inclusive status. As our military sources have confirmed, under the Blue Force Situational Awareness, BFSA, all other American citizens and civilians are designated under the red category and treated as an enemy or potential unfriendly. Throughout his past investigative work, including witnessing numerous military drills, Alex Jones has also witnessed the technology and the use of this alarming code, branding ordinary Americans as battlefield enemies. The plan includes drone and other high-tech tools to monitor and target individuals designated under the enemy status. The military's Blue Force tracking technology has been adopted since 2003 in Iraq and used in theaters like Afghanistan to quickly distinguish blue friendlies, including U.S. forces and allies like tribal forces, from red enemies. However, on the U.S. homeland battlefield, it is the American people who will be designated under red, whereas cleared occupying personnel are tracked as blue friendlies by their ID transponder badges. The designation was set up to reduce friendly fire incidents.
So at the moment I'm trying to show the blue transponders. I know there's a picture of them on my blog also. Mixing Baulife.
The picture of Blue Transponder Online, BFSA, exclusive, military to designate U.S. as enemy labs. Joel Skousen, Army document reveals but picture of Blue Transponder Online, BFSA, exclusive, military to designate U.S. citizens as enemy during collapse. Joel Skousen, Army document reveals citizens to be treated as enemy combatants. InfoWars has discovered new FEMA documents that confirm information received from duty sources that show military involvement in a FEMA-led takeover within the United States under partially classified continuity of government (COG) plans. It involves not only operations for the relocation of COG personnel and key officials, population management, emergency communications and alerts, but the designation of the American people as enemies under a live military tracking system known as Blue Force Situational Awareness, BFSA, friendly military and FEMA personnel, along with their contracted employees and those of other federal agencies, will carry transponder ID badges, like those described here, to designate their blue inclusive status. As our military sources have confirmed, under the Blue Force Situational Awareness, BFSA, all other American citizens and civilians are designated under the red category and treated as an enemy or potential unfriendly. Throughout his past investigative work, including witnessing numerous military drills, Alex Jones has also witnessed the technology and the use of this alarming code branding ordinary Americans as battlefield enemies. The plan includes drone and other high-tech tools to monitor and target individuals designated under the enemy status. The military's Blue Force tracking technology has been adopted since 2003 in Iraq and used in theaters like Afghanistan to quickly distinguish blue friendlies, including U.S. forces and allies like tribal forces, from red enemies. However, on the U.S. homeland battlefield, it is the American people who will be designated under red, whereas cleared occupying personnel are tracked as blue friendlies by their ID transponder badges. The designation was set up to reduce friendly fire incidents. When people are home quarantined during a pandemic, people that leave their homes without a blue transponder are shot at by drones and Talon robots. This is now a possible scenario. The blue transponders of the military are transponders like these according to organicnewsnet.wordpress.com/ Blue-Force-Situational-Awareness, made by Microwave Monolithics Incorporated, the GPRS, Global Personnel Recovery System, card is a miniature, fat credit card size, lightweight, high efficiency, long battery life, satellite communications transceiver engine common to all next-generation end-user equipment. GPRS is a joint civil duty initiative to develop and deploy the first global, near real-time two-way communications and tracking system capable of fully supporting Joint Blue Force Situation Awareness, JBFSA, and Personnel Recovery, PR/Search and Rescue, SAR, operations among many other worldwide applications. It is seamlessly interoperable across agencies, with 24 separate government agencies already involved, including our allies in the United Kingdom, and enables the emergency communications desperately needed today by disadvantaged isolated personnel such as downed pilots, dismounted soldiers, and other personnel often in hostile and/or dangerous situations on remote parts of the Earth. The Micro PLB unregistered trademark is a premium COSPA SAR set, CS, personal locator beacon, PLB, which serves as a 911 equivalent signaling device providing worldwide coverage via multiple satellites without user fees. The carat per second system is monitored 24 hours a day 365 days a year by 66 ground stations spread over 40 participating countries. When the Micro PLB unregistered trademark is activated due to a life-threatening emergency, these monitoring stations will immediately notify appropriate rescue personnel of your identity, location, and need for assistance, whether you are at the North Slope of Alaska, Antarctica, or anywhere in between. The micro PLB unregistered trademark type GXL is just slightly larger than a king-size cigarette pack, 1.1 x 2.3 inches x 4.75 inches, and at 8 ounces including internal GPS receiver and 121.5 MHz homing transmitter, it is by far the smallest, lightest, and most dependable PLB in the world. Unlike all other PLBs, it is 100% tested and fully burned in, and is carried per second certified for 48-hour operation using batteries approved by the U.S. For carriage on all commercial carriers, Department of Transportation, can plan 8888 Qubit QPDF. Make colloidal silver flyers and spread them at the airports. You could also sticker etc. because 7 billion lives are at stake. Download this website with Website Copier 1.0 and save it to CD-ROM as evidence. Knowledge equals power. Google the words Wix, W-I-X, and Ebolag, the word Ebola with a letter G attached to it, Wix Ebolag, or visit my channel on YouTube, youtube.com/user/Ulrich BC Hoffman, Hoffman with double F and double N, youtube.com/user/Ulrich BC Hoffman, or Skype me, Prologic 999, Prologic 999.
There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love and always will be.
David Show.
Yeah. think that I shouldn't still love you until you're there.